So I'm just going to go through how we log on to Teams, show you a wee bit about the navigation and the menus, show you how to create a team, show you how to add users, add channels within a team, and then how to set up a wee video meeting. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. And once we're logged in, we get the main channel of the teams that we are involved with. So you can see here we've got the Teams webinar team, we've got a new team, and we've got the Teams new team. We're going to have a look at this section up here. This is our kind of navigation menu, and if we click on activity, you can see here all the activity that's been happening within Teams, either while you've been working or away from your desk or anything like that. That will show you any messages you've got. You can see here that Alasdair's replied to some messages that I've posted, and you can see here that I've been mentioned in a reply, and you can see here that Alasdair's reacted to reply. So you can see anything that's been happening throughout the day or throughout the time that you've not been actively involved in Teams. The next section that we're going to look at is the chat section. So here you can have private chats with people within your organisation or people in your specific teams, or you can also have chats with external users, and you can also have these wee chats with bots that will trigger events that can happen from within your company. But everything within here is between you and that person. No one else within Teams can see that. The next section we're going to talk about is the main team section. So here you have access to teams that you're involved with, and within each team we set up these channels. So in this one we've set up general, development and finance. We can have those set up so that people can just look at the information that's most relevant to them when they're going through their day-to-day business. They can have a look at what's happening generally. The development team can post all their relevant information in here. The finance team can post all this information in here. We don't have to have them set up like that. We can also have set up where we've got a company-wide team and then each department has their own channel. Or in this scenario we're looking at it that there's a project that's got a development aspect and a finance aspect, and we kind of go between those. Within each channel we can start a conversation, so we can say here, and if you want to specifically notify someone that you need their attention, you can also tag them, again in much the same way that you would in Facebook. So now Silvio here will have got a notification to say there's something that needs your attention from within Teams. This message here just gets sent to everyone and nobody actually gets notified about it specifically. And then once you want to acknowledge that you've read the message, you can click the wee like here, or love, or surprise, or whatever you see fit. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and we'll create a new team just for this particular session. We just click join or create team down here, and then we get the option to create team here. And then we get the option to build a team from scratch or create from an existing Office 365 group. If you've got existing groups set up, you can attach a team to that, but for this session we'll just build it from scratch. You can then decide whether you want it to be a private team, a public team, or an org-wide team. Private teams, the users need to be invited to the team. Public teams, the users can ask to join, and the org-wide team, everybody just gets added. So we'll go ahead and create a private one. You can give it a wee description and let people know what it's about. If they want to join, then they'll get that wee message. There you go, you can see how quickly that spins up. Then we can add users, so add Silvio to this team. And click on add. You'll see here that Silvio comes up added as a member by default. So members have permission to add documents and add chat and the kind of general day-to-day stuff, or we can make him an owner and then he's got a bit more permissions for adding users and changing the name of the team and things like that, but we'll keep him as a member for now. And there you go, that's us, got our new team. We've got our team session, we get this general tab, our general channel, sorry, and we've got Silvio added to the team. So me and Silvio are involved in this. We can say So as you can see here, we've brought up Silvio's phone. The Teams app within the phone works really well as well. So you can see here you've got the same menu navigation as on the desktop app. We've got activity and chat and Teams and calendar, calls. You can see here that Silvio's had notifications to say that I've sent him a message. You can see that he's had a notification to say he's been added to the team, and you can see that he can reply to all these messages from within the phone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attempt to have a meeting with Silvio here. You can see we've still got his phone up here, and the way to do that is you can do this from within any channel that you're a member of. So we'll just go ahead and do it from this one that we've created here. When you come down here, this is where you can send messages to the chat, as we spoke about before, and you can format your text here. You can add attachments, add emojis, stuff like that. But the one we're concentrating on right now is this Meet Now. So if we click on Meet Now, and we'll turn that off, and we click on Meet Now, you'll get some suggestions here on who you might want to invite to the meeting. I've got to meet that. And because Silvio is a member of our team, he gets put in as a suggestion. So we can go ahead and ask Silvio to join. And what should happen now is he should get a wee meeting notification up here. Yep, there we go. So he's getting notified that I've asked him to join this meeting. He just goes ahead and clicks yes. And now that we're in a meeting, we can now, I can go and share my screen, or we can share a document, or we can just have a chat. We can put the video on, so that you kind of get that face-to-face type meeting. And then once you're finished, you can have a conversation here as well. So you can have people doing voice chats or taking notes maybe within there. Text chats or taking notes. And then once you're finished, I'll just go ahead and hang up. One thing you should notice is that even though I'm the organiser and have closed my side of the meeting's still running. So Silvio is in that meeting by himself. So we can go ahead and end that meeting with Silvio. And you can see up here that Silvio's had his action sent to him. But you can have all these meetings and have the notes associated with them, so that you can go back and see if there's anything, perhaps you missed the meeting, you can go back and check what happened. And it's a good way of letting people know that we had a meeting and this is what came out of it. Today we covered how to log on to Teams, a wee bit about the navigation as shown up here, how to create a team, how to add users, how to add channels, and how to have a meeting. I hope you found it useful. If there's anything you want to ask, feel free to email myself or Alasdair or Lance if you want a bit more kind of in-depth or a bit more tailored solution to how your business works. That's all perfectly fine, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers, bye.